Hello and welcome back to Activation Flow. My name is Emma and today you are joining me in my garden with the beautiful sunlight, the sound of birds singing, and that real feeling of rising up. We are in the midst of spring now. We are witnessing the plants come to life. Mother Earth is waking up, she's rising up, and that is meant in more ways than just the plant life and the animals. Everything is connected, and energetically we are all rising, we are all waking up. I've talked about that in a previous video. That was a beautiful channel that came through one morning, and it was about us sharing our song like the birds without comparison. There's no need to compare. And on that theme, today I feel called to speak about not judging others and being aware of their response to us, being part of their journey, and how we are being called to not take that on, because that is not ours. What is ours is a way that we respond to others and the awareness that comes when we tune into how we feel in response to others. That brings a lot of insight into what it is that we maybe need to heal and give more love and attention and care to. Perhaps it's outdated thought patterns that we need to release, for they are no longer serving us. Or perhaps it is our perceptions of others based on what we have experienced previously. So yesterday was my birthday. I have now been on this earth as Emma for a quarter of a century, which is quite a strange feeling, but I feel certain that I've been here many times before, and perhaps you have that same feeling and that same inner knowing. We have learnt these lessons before, but we've perhaps not integrated them fully into our being, and that is why they're coming up now, so that we can consciously integrate them. As I mentioned at the start of this video, Mother Earth, Mother Gaia is waking up, she is rising, as is the divine feminine energy. And don't forget, the divine feminine energy is within all of us, whether we are born male or female. We all have the divine feminine and the divine masculine energy within us. The message is for us to balance those energies. And a way of doing this is being aware of how we respond to others and how we perceive others, and that awareness that they are responding and perceiving in a way that brings them lessons, and that may not be the way we intended, but that's okay. All is as it should be. They're learning their lessons, and perhaps they had to perceive you in a different way so that they can learn what they need to learn. Do not allow it to take away from your power and your sovereignty. Stand in your power and your sovereignty. Rise up. If you feel that there are certain people who are perceiving you in a way that is very different to what you actually are, then perhaps it's time for those people to fall away. And that doesn't have to be a permanent thing. We are reminded to stay in the now moment. If something is not in alignment right now, then it needs to fall away right now. If it is meant to be in our life, it will be in our life effortlessly. No need to force. No need to force. Nature does not force anything. Everything happens in divine timing, all as it should be. Nature works as one, as a collective, with each individual plant and animal playing its part and rising as a whole. We are part of this. Humans are part of this. We have simply forgotten, but now we are remembering. Now we are remembering. So we are being called to rise up. Rise up in love, in our own soul sovereignty, our power. For our power is love. And that is the power of nature, and that is the power of Gaia. And that is the power of the universe. Love. So thank you for receiving that message, that transmission. As always, I have very little idea, if any, of what I am going to be saying when I press record. I just feel called to set up the camera and record a message for you. I always set the intention that whatever flows through is for the highest good of the collective, of all those who watch and receive this transmission. This is of your highest good. And that is perhaps why there were many messages in this video and not just one. But as I say, not just one, we are reminded that we are one. We are one. So thank you for joining. Rise up as individuals, but also as a collective. Remember that we are one. Remember that we are all on our individual soul journey. Remember your power and your soul sovereignty. You are a being of divine light. are divine.